Okay. Do Americans need to fear the Civil War? Well, probably. Probably. Like I said, only it'll be different. It really depends. I said this time, I think it'll be more a fight between everybody. It's a fight among everybody, not between. Because as we see right now, there's no clear divisions. There's no clear planning strategy. Obviously the left has the cities are their territory and the countries, the conservatives' territory, so it's probably going to be more of a city versus country bit. I said depending on who's president, I think if we still have President Trump in office, he will try to quell the uprising. But like you said, then, of course, the Democrats, they need to be organized enough to be able to mess with the entire army, and I don't think they're quite up to it. Yeah, they'd miss their cell phone and their pink hair dye. I don't think they could stand it. I mean, do you really see the Democrats going up against the United States Army? Because, as long as we got Trump, someone conservative, that's what it would be. It would be the Democrats start a war, and then the army would be sent in to quell them, to stop them from starting a war, and then they would have to fight back. They'd need enough military might to come up against the U.S. Army, and I don't think a mob of ragtag kids with bandanas over their face are going to be strong enough to come up against the military artillery, especially these kids who don't believe in guns. All right. So I said, there's probably hundreds of ways it could go. And I said, you can see how the left, they want to attack the families and the children and even the pets of the people they hate. There's nobody safe. There is nobody safe. So, they might organize bands to start raiding conservative areas. They might, like back in the old days, the Indians might do guerrilla warfare, attack conservative strongholds like churches or places, conventions. So I said, I really don't know what we're going to see. I said, of course, it'll be localized to a degree, but we don't know exactly how it will go down. Obviously, in liberal cities, if the liberals start attacking conservatives, the liberals will just tell their police to stand down and let them obliterate the conservatives. And massacre them. So we know that's not going to be safe to live in or near liberal cities coming up. And so we can only speculate, but we've seen, the liberals always tell the police to stand down and let the bad guys, bump off the good guys and that kind of thing. Up to now, like I said, there's been minor violence, but I think the left is going more and more insane every day. Every day they're pushing the race card. Every day they're pushing inequalities. They're pushing harder and harder and harder. It's going to go off the rails sometime, anytime. And I'm thinking probably 2020 will be the time, the election. That's when it probably is going to happen, because this can't keep escalating forever. There's going to be a breaking point, and we need to be ready. So being ready, I think, would come in the form of, survival training, stockpiling emergency foods and medical equipment. I said, we're probably not going to see a complete war, because I don't think the Democrats are that well organized. I said they're hoping to continue to use the legal system to manipulate, but there'll be some form of government collapse, because that's the only way that the left will be stopped from using the legal system to manipulate our lives. That's really the only way it will stop. And then if the government collapses, then there'll probably be chaos ensue, probably a lot of tribalism. Yeah, the country might break up, and then of course if the government collapses and we go into tribalism, then that leaves the door open for, like I said, Russia and China, other countries, stronger countries, to come in and start carving off pieces of the U.S. and be taking over. It's going to go down. It's going to be rough. But we need to keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on what's going on, and trying to get a handle on what way it's going to go. So there's nothing real definite yet, but all we know is the government is collapsing and collapsing fast. And we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but it's going to be rough, and it's going to be coming up here in the next couple of years, I think, because we just can't keep going on into insanity. There's going to be an end. There's going to be a showdown. It's going to be something. So keep praying, keep working, and we'll hope that the damage will be minimal. We hope that we'll be able to take back America without a lot of bloodshed and war. So, all right, keep praying, keep working, let freedom ring.